Is there any reason you can think of that you'd not be able to decide this case in a fair and impartial manner?
I don't know if I could be impartial, Mr. Condon, given that the defendant is a Negro.
In the intersection between race and pop culture, there is certainly no lack of material to discuss nowadays. But I'd like to focus on one particular aspect of current pop culture: humor. Like popular music, humor has always been on the cutting edge of social change. It can reach the heights of progressive thinking in our society. However, it can also sink to the depths of bigotry, and it can perpetuate injustice. Few other societal forces tread this line with such frequency.
It don't feel right, it don't feel right, it don't feel, I don't feel, I can't feel it no more. It don't feel right, it don't feel right, I don't feel, I don't feel, I can't feel it no more. Seems to me nowadays things have changed. I don't know if I feel the same.
Before I go on, I just want to clarify that we cannot in this discussion say anything about what is funny and what is not funny. Everyone has a different sense of humor. I know my sense of humor, for instance, is a little quirky. But I think we can also agree that some humor clearly crosses the line.
Do you know any racist jokes?
Yo, you want to hear one, man?
Yeah.
You're talking to the right people. It's a good one if you're willing to hear it. Why do black guys wear those big hats, man?
Don't know.
So birds don't shit on their lips.
What's the difference between a black guy and a pizza pie? A pizza pie can feed a family of 4.
How do you blindfold a Chinaman?
Don't know.
Dental floss.
Now, before we examine where this line is, I'd like to first look at what the line is. What is it separating? On the one side, there's humor, but what's the other side? Tragedy? Appropriateness? Ignorance? Offense?
I'm working on an open letter, and it goes like this. Guess what, Martin Luther King? I had a fucking dream, too. I had a dream that I was in my living room. It wasn't my living room, but it was like playing my living room in the dream. And I walked through to the backyard, and there's a pool, and as I'm diving in, there's a shark coming up from the water with braces. So maybe you're not so fucking special. Martin Luther King. Yeah. I want to be the first comic ever to shit on Martin Luther King. People only talk about the good things. They don't mention he was a litter bug. He'd roll up all the windows and lock them and fart in the car with the heat up. While his family suffered, and he would laugh.
Humor often has multiple targets. There's the targeted audience, the people you're hoping will laugh at your joke. And there's the target of the joke, the thing or person you're ridiculing. I don't want to oversimplify the complexity of this. When we laugh at something, it doesn't necessarily mean that we are bad people or that we are malevolent with our laughter. And it's also worth noting that there are often multiple layers and levels to humor, and so we are often laughing at multiple targets. In the next couple of clips, what or who do you think is being ridiculed?
Well, I'll be damned.
They look Japanese.
Nope. I think they're Chinese.
How can you tell?
Japanese guys usually have glasses and a suit and a tie and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Well, a neighbor's a neighbor. Let's go over and say hi.
You reckon they even speak English?
Yeah, man, them Chinese, man, you can't understand a dang old word they say, man. They just try to listen to it all upside down, whatnot.
Hi there, I'm Hank Hill. I live next door, which means I'm your neighbor and you're my friend. I think you'll find we have a great little community here. What do you think of it so far?
I am Khan Supanusimpon.
So that's pronounced Khan, right? Nice to meet you.
What the hell are you trying to do?
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
I live in California last 20 years, but first come from Laos.
Huh?
Laos. We Laotian.
The ocean? What ocean?
We are Laotian. From Laos, stupid. It's a landlocked country in Southeast Asia. It's between Vietnam and Thailand, okay? Population 4.7 million.
So are you Chinese or Japanese?
You said we could bring our families.
I did, and why didn't you, Stanley?
I did, and my wife's name is Terry.
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting Terry.
It's this person whose hand I'm holding, Michael.
Hello, everybody! You know,
Hey.
card.
Toya, I thought you had left.
No, I decided to stay.
Oh.
I just get a ride home from Angela.
I'm going to call Jim Remington Good.
Oh, good. I'm just in time for ping.
Oh, that'll be fair. And Mr. Horny, right? You know what I'm talking about.
While it's true that much of today's humor pokes fun at racism and at the act of stereotyping by actually depicting these foolish characters doing the stereotyping, the problem is that we get a little too close every once in a while to ridiculing this stereotyped group as well.
Hi, Charlie.
Lala. Lala, Yoshi. Yoshi, Lala, MTV.
Hi, Yoshi.
Hello.
Oh, Aurora. Aurora. Hello. Aurora.
Hello.
Aurora. Aurora.
Hello, gorgeous.
No! You have disgraced my family!
Chappelle Show's Racial Pixies skits were aired during the 3rd season, or the Lost episodes, which were aired after he left the program. He later explained in various interviews that he was beginning to wonder if he was reinforcing the stereotypes.
If used incorrectly, the venom's still there. That word could still start a fight. I've had situations where when white people would come up to me, like, that sketch you did about the niggers was great. And I'd be like, ooh, I want to fight you.
It sounds different on alien lips.
Yeah, man. I still say it in personal conversation with my friends. I say it sometimes on stage at the comedy club. And I'm not going to make a promise that I won't say it again on television. But right now, I just feel like people aren't responsible enough. Certain things I've been through in the last year, and certain things I've heard people say,